Ladies and gents, process management automatons, welcome back to good company. My name, of course, is Albert Potato, and now, there is a couple of things which I would like to talk about, right? So, first, it's been a couple of days since the game was released in early access, and the developers are fairly acknowledging, I think, that the logistics mode in this game needs a pretty large overhaul, really. Having to drag, different bits and bobs to different stations, it's a little bit of a faff, it's a little bit pernickety, and therefore I think it's going to change. But of course, that's fine, that's totally fine. But I think it's in early access at the moment, but it's gonna change in the future. The second thing is that I've learned some interesting information. Right, so at the moment, right, if we go and have a little look around and see if there's any products that perhaps we are oversupplying. Yeah, so for example, what are you doing? What bench are you working at? You're working at this bench down here. So that to me says that we are overproducing basic, whatever they're called. Yeah, simple circuits. That's right. So what we can actually do is we can actually also set up a route to the simple circuit outgoing zone. Although what I would prefer to do is actually set up a route to the big shelving rack, and then from the big shelving rack to the outgoing zone, so that we, always have, there we go, have some sort of like buffer there, if indeed that is required. So that should just mean that now we're better able to reassign our outgoing products and make a little bit more money in the process, because the crazy thing is that these things have a market price as well. To be honest, I don't really think they should. However, the game, I think, at the moment, because the price of products are so low, the Kalki Boy and the Kalki Boy 2, both selling for, pretty small amounts of money. I figure you kind of have to. You kind of have to sell the excess. Right, plastic bits as well. I mean, there's no reason not for us to set up, excess plastic bits to just go directly to the sell zone. Also, we can increase the bandwidth of any specific product, which is just such a silly system as well, and I suspect highly that is going to change, but there you go. There are definitely things that are in the works with regards to changes in this game. Okay, you're sitting around. What are you doing? You are doing nothing at the moment. Also, we're not actually losing that much money, crazily enough. What are you doing? You work at this bench over here. I've already told you. All right, you know what? Maybe we don't even bother getting the simple circuits there. Just go simple circuits straight to the sell zone. There we go. Will that make you any happier? No, doesn't seem like you're gonna put your bits and bobs in the output zone. Either way, I kind of want to use the outgoing zone really as like an overflow area. So anyone that's overproducing anything, we're immediately gonna, stick those products in the output zone. The fact that you are also making simple circuits is something that I want to rectify. There we go. Go do that. Fast forward a little bit just to make sure that we're all caught up. Yeah, you work over here. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, just go stick your product over in the outgoing zone. I mean, with a significant number of basic level products in the outgoing zone, then we will have no issue at all in turning a profit. And that's, I think, what I was missing. That is what I was missing this whole darn time. Also, I need to be much more aggressive in my research progress. I need to be much more aggressive, and I need to have a much more aggressive research agenda. Also, we should probably think maybe about retiring the Kalki Boys. I mean, yeah, do we even still make Kalki Boys? I don't think we actually. Yeah, we do actually make regular basic Kalki Boys, and they're just sitting around in our pallets. So let's try and get rid of that backlog. What else do we need to change? What else do we need to change that I've recently learned? I don't think there's anything else, other than, of course, the fact, which I should mention, each and every time we create a new product, the specifications or the tech that we stick into that product needs to be more and more advanced. So that's why when we try to make the next Kalki Boy, the Kalki Boy 3, as we inevitably will do, it's going to require a higher level of, you know, whatever it is, processing power or display fidelity or something. The requirements are higher. Which is kind of interesting, but it does reset the market appeal. So there we go. Yeah, as I say, the game is a little bit janky at the moment. It's a little bit funky, but I think the developer has definitely said that they're going to make some significant amendments as time marches onwards. Okay, good. So something else that I should point out is that the tech down towards the bottom of the tech tree seems to increase market discoverability to a much higher degree than the tech up at the top. However, the tech up at the top is almost always super essential for the market discoverability stuff down at the bottom, i.e. in order to have a case big enough, like for example the windowed case, in order to have a windowed case that's big enough to fit all of the tech that we want to stick into the Cleanie Boy, we need to have a pretty advanced level of case, but at the same time we need a whole bunch of really high-end motors, as you can see, because at the moment our Cleanie Boy ain't the best. I don't think it's the best on the market. It's not a very mobile piece of machinery. I mean, it's got, you know, a brain the size of Britain and data storage the size of France, but, you know, frankly, it's not very mobile, and therefore it's kind of failing in its mission to probably be a reasonably efficient household cleaning device. Just a prediction there. Either way, we need to set up a process in order to make a Cleanie Boy. We need to get rid of the Kalki Boy, to be honest, because the fact that that is still ongoing, the fact that we are still manufacturing Kalki Boys is probably a bit of a shame, actually. We should probably try and do something good. Do something good with our powers. Should we set up making the Cleanie Boy over here? Let's set up making the Cleanie Boy over there. Okay, that's fine. And what are we actually gonna be requiring of? Okay, small register bank, which I don't think we are making at the moment, although we may be actually in the other place. Windowed case, logic circuit. Well, the logic circuit for sure, I think we are making. Yeah, okay. And the windowed case as well, we also, I don't think, are making. No, I don't think we are. Okay, so the windowed case, let's start with the windowed case first. So we will presumably be able to build that on the basic workbench. Yep, we are indeed able to build that on the basic workbench. And let's stick it down over there. You know, I'm appreciative of the fact that we are, you know, not financially in a brilliant position at the moment, but that's okay. Let's walk right on over, which is another thing that I find ridiculous, but that's fine. And we require a metal case. And are we making metal cases? That's a real hot question. I don't think we are. I think we're making plastic cases. But if I'm not mistaken, a metal case requires a simple case, not a plastic case. So we can actually... Do I want to get another table? I don't really want to get another table in order to do this. But at the same time, we are going to need to continue our plastic case production in order to continue to pump out the Pocket Power 3000. And the 3001. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to get another bench, which is, of course, going to further complicate things, because that will inevitably lead to the need to get a brand new employee to work on such a bench. No matter. Maybe we can get away with just moving people around internally. Maybe. Okay, so you supply over there. And you supply over there. Okay, let's supply simple cases to there. Perfect. And then there and there. Brilliant. Metal cases can go over here. And then metal cases can go in there. And you need glass and you need metal. I think we need to import glass. So you're probably gonna boot me. Wow, okay, you actually do that. However, I haven't imported glass. Okay, brilliant. Import the glass. Fantastic. Now, what are you doing? You're working at logistics point. Not any longer, my friend. If you're standing around doing nothing, then as far as I'm concerned, you're useless to me. So let's get you making cases. Do we have an employee working at this desk over here? I don't think we do. I don't think we do, and I think that is a problem because I think we are in dire need. Ooh, look, they've updated the amount that it costs to hire people, which is great because, I mean, why the heck would it be different? Okay. Okay, maybe I did have someone working there, actually. Totally might be if I... Okay, well, I've accidentally hired an extra person. That is something that I'm not proud of. Not proud of, even slightly. But that's okay. Right, so, cases. You're waiting for plastic cases. Have you got everything that you need, though? You should have absolutely everything that you need, I believe. Right, good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Metal cases are going to start coming in, which now means that metal cases can be moved over to this bench. When they're put down over that bench, they're moved over to this bench. Cool. All right. Brilliant. So, Cleany Boys. Cleany Boys can be moved or can be assembled from the windowed case here. And that takes care of the windowed case. The small data register. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. You've come to work. You turned up to work. And you're immediately going to get fired after not doing anything. I'm really terribly sorry. However, that's life, I'm afraid. You gotta just, you know, well, maybe you'll be employed at some point in the future. We have, like, a massive backlog of Calci Boys. And Calci Boy 2s. Right. I'm gonna take down the price a little bit. Maybe a bit against my better judgment, but that's fine. Okay. We're assembling the Calci Boy 2s over there. Brilliant. So, we've got the small register bank right over here, and that's currently being moved all the way over to that bench over there. So that's actually already within the building. So that's good. So now we only need to provide a DC motor and a logic circuit. Well, a logic circuit is where the logic circuit's being transported. They're also being transported over here. Fine. We can link that up. And now we just need to find ourselves a motor. Now, place your bets, place your bets, place your bets. Where the heck are we gonna be able to build a motor? Is it an electronics workbench? No. Is it a basic workbench? Yes, it is. What are the components that are required to build? What are the requirements to build a DC motor? We can't even build it over here anyway. I don't know why I came to this specific bench here. It's a basic workbench, so we need to go back to the other factory. Cool. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is where things get a little bit complicated. So, we need to make gears, mechanical parts, and it also requires metal. Now. That's all entirely possible. However, I know for a fact that in order to make gears, we need to make them at a tinker table. Don't ask why. We can't make gears at a basic workbench for some obscene reason. But that does present us with a bit of a problem. Mostly a space problem, I will say. I feel like we're fairly limited in terms of space at this moment in time. More so than anything else. Also, can I just have a check that absolutely everyone is doing something in this area here? Everyone seems to be doing something, apart from the fact that occasionally people don't have basic cases to work with. But apart from that, that's totally fine, right? Yeah, I think that's absolutely okay. All right, well, you know what? Let's pretend like there's absolutely nothing wrong with what's going on right now, and let's instead just you know, buy 2 benches. I'm gonna get this moved over there. Yeah, do that. And then give me another basic workbench. I hate this so much. I would love a little bit more space. Yeah, that's fine. And then get this shelving unit moved across to here. Yeah, I think that that's actually probably not terrible. The real issue with this is now we are super, super, super limited for space. So we're going to need to make rods over here, right? We're going to need to make metal sundries over here. Yeah, so I think we're going to reassign somebody working at our analysis desk to come and work over on metal sundries. Now, metal sundries, thankfully, just require metal. Same with... No, rods... Yeah, no. Metal sundries require rods. But we can't do that, so we need to go to there. And then across, which is fine. And then metal sundries can go back into the small shelving unit over here. Okay, good. So far, so good. Great. Now, we need to make... I think this table here is going to be reacquisitioned to do something else. We're gonna make a gear over here. Come on, let's get this finished up, please. Thank you very much. I have no idea what process, no idea whatsoever what process is currently requiring of simple cell batteries. In fact, I don't really think that there should be. I guess we could have a little look, right? We just ship them over here. And they just stay there, I guess. I have no idea. Also, I'm gonna move some calculators and stuff manually in just a second, so stay tuned for that. Okay, over there, output into there. So this is where we're going to assemble absolutely all of our extra bits. Also, I should also drag an extra line to the cell pile, just because if we've got any overflow, coming from the tinker table or the basic workbenches, then you know we can just sell it on the market and make a nice pretty penny. Right, who is working at this basic workbench here? I'm consistently seeing nobody work here. You are taking an awfully long time in order to get from where you should be going to where you actually are. You walk all the way across to the room over there. I mean, you could just output somewhere else. In fact, you know what? Look, what I really wanted to say, I'm really sorry, but I want your bench for something else, and I want to make mechanical parts. That's right. I said it. It's true. It's been this way the whole time. And I want to use it. I should have used this basic workbench, shouldn't I? Okay, you know what? I take it all back. I take it all back. See, look at how fiddly this is. Okay, go back to making simple cases. I'm really sorry. I can't even remember where you were getting your plastic from. Are we storing plastic at any of these places? There you go. Store the plastic there. That's fine. Then the simple cases can go to here. Fine. And then what I can do is go and reacquisition this desk instead to make mechanical parts, because that is apparently what is required in order to make a simple DC engine thingamabobber. And we need gears and we need metal sundries in order to do that. Then you can go back to the small shelving unit. That is fine. Now we need to find the desk that we build a DC motor on, and I know that that is a basic workbench. The basic workbench that we need can go down over here. Can actually go over there reasonably comfortably. I mean, disregard the fact that this is like the most tight working condition that you will probably ever see ever. It's ridiculous, frankly, and frankly, it's ridiculous that the CEO needs to walk over to every single bench and tell the bench exactly what needs to be built. But you know, frankly, that's okay. Right, brilliant. So that's a DC motor. That goes over there. DC motor goes into the assembly table for the cleanie boy. And what do you know? We're all good, really. We're all good on that front. Let's hire an employee. Astrid. Did we have you employed before? I'm afraid I simply can't remember. Yep, so you can come over there, and you, instead of doing any research and analysis, you are instead going to come and work down over here. So that way we try to keep our costs to a minimum, and therefore everything hopefully works out. I also need to make sure that there is any excess sold. Yep, any excess sold into the stockpile, which is brilliant. And as you can see, financially, not actually losing too much money. Right, so what I need to do is I need to manually sort out the stock room. So I'm going to add all of this stuff into my inventory. I'm going to go around and I'm going to find any rogue areas that, you know, a couple of calculators have been stored up and perhaps, you know, we've just all forgotten about them. That would be brilliant. Also, you know, any other junk that that I can potentially sell to raise a quick buck. That would be brilliant. Calculator market has progressed to phase 5. Not overly optimistic about that, but whatever. Right. Cool. Okay. Get all of this stuff in here. Oops. There we go. Okay, nice. Nice. So that way, what is that? That's mostly Calci Boys. Mostly Calci Boys that we've got. I mean, what is the maximum price that I can sell a Calci Boy for in order for somebody to still buy it? I mean, 4 people will buy a Calci Boy. A Calci Boy OG. An OG Calci Boy at full price next week. Well, you know what? I'll keep it at full price for a while. But I need to constantly be reevaluating how many... Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I need to constantly be reevaluating my price because it really does fluctuate. It really does fluctuate tremendously. So I think we will leave it at 4 for now. And we've got, you know, a significant backlog to try and work through. Yeah. I think that's probably totally fair. In the meantime, I'll deconstruct that shelving unit. Do I really want to deconstruct this shelving unit? I think there's a lot of stuff plumbed into it. There's not actually. There's not actually. There's just one thing plumbed into it. And now that I better understand the mechanics, or at least think I better understand the mechanics, we should be able to make a good crack of it. You are trying to export LED matrices, aren't you? Or you're trying to store LED matrices, I should say. No matter, you just walk that over to the cell pile and whap it down over there. And if you do that, and then what I'm gonna need to do, reassign you so that you don't end up jerking me around for, you know, 20 minutes. And now you should be able to quite comfortably, there we go, walk yourself over to the outgoing zone, and happy days. Okay, wonderful stuff. What the heck are you complaining about? No path to target. That's an unusual one. I've not seen that one before. Not seen that one before at all. So who... Can I just get a confirmation? Who... You work here? Ah, okay. So that... because I've stuck the bench in there. I see what I've done. I see what I've done here. Well, no matter. That's actually a reasonably easy fix. There we go. Reasonably easy fix. And that should allow us to get those screws up and running again. Good. Very happy with that. And it's screws that we are pretty much waiting for everything at the moment. And that stops mechanical part production. Small stepper motor, brilliant. Let's keep up the research pace, eh? Let's see if I can maybe look at getting a product that slightly improves market discoverability. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Brightness sensor, let's work on a brightness sensor. No guarantees that anything will really work out, but hey ho. Still have yet to make our first cleanie boy, which for 25 minutes is actually not terrible. It's actually not the end of the world. Actually not the end of the world at all. There we go. Slowly but surely we're assembling all of the components that we require for a DC motor. How many motors do we actually require for a cleanie boy? It's only one. It's actually only one. Logic circuits. Why the heck do we not have logic circuits coming in here? I thought we did have logic circuits. Yeah, we do. So, then, could somebody explain to me why the heck logic circuits haven't been moved across? Logic circuits are made here. Yes. How many do we have on the shelf? We got a whole 1 on the shelf. Presumably because it's being used in the... I see. It's being used in the production of... okay, alright, that makes sense. Right, what we're gonna do in that case is we are gonna maybe, just maybe, consider giving this desk a little bit of an upgrade. Instead, plonk down electronics workbench, get that over there, move over here, and logic circuit, that's right, and let's just set it all up, set it all back down, and there you go. What do you know, we're gonna end up with basically doubled. Not quite doubled because, you know, you've got to account for the walking distance as well, which is kind of a little bit ridiculous to think about, but basically doubled logic circuit production, which is quite nice. Maybe we could even justify getting ourselves a second logic table. That maybe wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Tell you what I can do over here, though. This is a definite thing that I can do. I can simplify both of these tables down to a singular simple circuit table. So there we go. Assign you over there. And in fact, you know what? I'm actually going to keep you on as an employee, which is pretty benevolent of me, frankly. There we go. Pretty darn benevolent, but that's okay. You are going to make simple circuits in line with what you were making before. Literally just like that. And then this table over here is now also going to assist with the production of logic circuits. Maybe it'll put a slightly larger drain on our simple circuits. However, I think if I walk over here and take a little look at the simple circuit situation, yep, you can see that we're actually not in a bad place for simple circuits. So that should be fine. Right, we don't lose any staff in the process, which is important for some reason. But there we go. All right, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Anyone that is standing around a logic point, by the way, and not doing anything, I am fully prepared to just, you know, fire on the spot in order to keep costs down. See, you. What are you trying to unload and failing to unload? It's you, the one with red hair. Right in there. Not you. You. That's right. You have failed. You failed to... No, maybe it wasn't you. Okay. It's you. It's you. Stavros. Okay, I see what the issue is. So, you are currently manufacturing LED arrays. You're exporting them somewhere, presumably. Yeah, to that small shelving rack over there. You can now also export them to the selling pile. And what do you know? Just like that, we're actually remarkably able to make money. It's funny the way that the world works. Funny the way that the game works when you're playing the game the way that it is intended to be played. All right, here we go. We should have a lot more of these logic circuits coming in here now, because they are apparently required for, yeah, they're required for the Pocket Power 3000. I tell you what, this whole game, what the heck are you doing? You are, where do you work? You work here? Do you not have a, ah, my bad. You do not have an extra cell route. Let me get you reassigned real quick. The game does make me really think about, you know, what do I want to put into production? Because, I mean, obviously it's much easier to put stuff into production if I already have the corresponding processes already set up. Why are you complaining? You go straight to the output pile. There we go. My bad, sorry about that. There we go. First Cleanie Boy is about to be sold on the market. That's wondrous. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. You know, it's kind of like how Lego, you know, the company almost went bankrupt. You know, they went bankrupt because they just had like too many unique parts and too many like construction lines and stuff that were, you know, just constantly churning out new bespoke parts for weird and wacky kits. Let's take those single cell batteries and stick them on the output pile, shall we? Okay, I can't because everything else is reserved for logistics, but that's fine. Yeah, so, you know, I don't really want to emulate the Lego model of, you know, almost failing. Okay, there we go. Good. Thank goodness we got rid of a bunch of junk from our outgoing pile. That's fantastic. And it's still logic boards and still basic cases as well. How are we having issues? I mean, we need to simplify our case production. To be honest, I think maybe now is the time. Maybe now is the time when we look at creating a brand new pocket power model. And instead, also, you are going to be assigned to the analysis desk. There we go. Work on the analysis desk. Maybe it's now time. In fact, I think it is now time. It's now time for us to look at duplicating the Pocket Power 3000. We're going to call it the Pocket Power 5000. That's right. Pocket Power 5000. Not the 5002, just the 5000. Okay. Let's go in and edit it. Now, what I would like to do is I would actually like to utilize not a plastic case, because if I don't utilize a plastic case, then that means that I can reassign the table right over there, actually, that is currently being used for plastic case production to something much more useful. You know, so for example, if I was to use a metal case, then I'd probably still have the space to do whatever I wanted to do. However, I would be able to just, you know, turn this table into something useful. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I think that we can still meet the criteria. Yeah, we can still meet the criteria as is. So all we're gonna need to do is play a little game of Tetris right about now. Little game of Tetris right about now, or should I say reorganization? Little Tetris reorganization. That's actually totally workable, isn't it? Right, down with the logic circuit. And the other logic circuit in there. And that should be fine. That should be fine. It's a new case. It looks real swanky. Look at that. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. No, that's ridiculous. Caramel, yeah, now we're talking. That is brilliant. Okay, I like it. I like it. And you know what? It's going to be 5 stars. It refreshes our pocket power offering. You know, brings a new product to market. Let's go and get it done, shall we? Okay, I think we'll let one. In fact, let's not even bother. Yeah, there we go. Just straight into the next one. And I just need to set up metal cases. Where the heck are metal cases going? They're going to this bench here, right over there. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, let's go and reassign this to simple cases. Literally just require plastic. Do we have plastic over here? We actually straight up do. So let's put our logistics people to work. We've got plastic case storage in here already. That's fine. Yep. Okay, brilliant. Let's get to work. Wait, what? Do we have plastic cases all the way over here? No, we don't have plastic. I'll sell that plastic case. We don't actually require plastic cases. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to be making simple cases, okay? And yet, I don't quite get. Ditch plastic cases there. Yeah, this is totally fine. There we go. See, I've sorted it for you, video game. Right. Let's do... Oh, we can't even stick that in there because it's too crowded. It's a bit of a bummer. Do you have an output zone? You do. It's just that the current output area is just too confused. Look at this. The bandwidth determines the physical inventory. So at the moment, we have like literally got 100,000 reserve slots. The Pocket Power OG isn't being manufactured anymore, and neither is the Kalki Boy, frankly, so we don't need to do that. Kalki Boy coming from that desk over there. I mean, look, we don't have any Kalki Boys. We don't. We do have one Kalki Boy. We've got 2 Kalki Boys that are outstanding. Not outstanding in the sense of quality, just outstanding in terms of we haven't managed to sell them yet. I don't think we've ever manufactured an astounding Kalki Boy in all of time, actually. Anyway, so that's that. The Power Pocket 5000, the brand new device. Let's get that all sorted. Are we able to assemble it? I think we should be able to. Cleany boy. Cleany Boy, we need to increase the bandwidth for the Cleany Boy storage. That's actually super important. Can I increase the bandwidth? No. Pocket power, let's reduce that down. Can I not reduce that? Is that not possible? Apparently, I'm totally unable to increase or decrease the bandwidth. The way that I can go about fixing this is by manually removing, apparently, the pocket power. There we go. And now, since I ditch... Yeah, so now since I've removed that, they will remove appropriately. Let's ditch the Cleany Boy. Let's redraw. There we go. Redraw that. And then now you should be able to... Oh, God, so ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Thankfully, that all worked out. Before somebody puts a Cleany Boy down... Oh, somebody should put a Cleany Boy down. I want to increase the Cleany Boy bandwidth so that we can't only store one Cleany Boy in here. I mean, it says that I can supposedly store more than that, but hey-ho, okay, I don't understand why on earth you're not allowing me to sell more Cleany Boys. I want to sell them. Right, remove this Cleany Boy. Again, remove that. Cleany Boy. There we go. Okay, 15 Cleany Boys is, I mean, an insane amount. Let's say 6 Cleany Boys. Okay, brilliant. I mean, the fact that they don't teach you about this very, very crucial bit of information in the tutorial is a little bit of a problem. I will say that. It is a little bit of a problem. Okay, but that kind of solves our issue for the most part. I think. Yeah, not too unhappy about that. Simple cases we're churning out like no tomorrow. Metal cases, on the other hand, little bit more sketch, I will say. However, look at that. We've got a brand new bit of tech that's now going to hit the market in just a sec. Calky Boy is officially off the market. Let me just head on over through here and see. Yeah, were we using plastic cases to manufacture this Calky Boy over here as well? Yep, we were using a plastic case to manufacture the Calky Boy 2. Now, that's not necessarily a problem, because all we need to do is go back to the drawing board and see if we can do something about that. It's time for the Calky Boy 3, that's right. If in doubt, just make a new product and pretend that it's going to solve all of the problems. Okay. Calky Boy 3 in all caps, because of course, why the heck would you not put it in all caps? Why does it not capitalize it over there, but it capitalizes it over here? No idea. No idea. Don't even want to know. Display fidelity does need a little bit of a pick-me-up, but that's fine. Enhanced battery cell, we've already got one of those in here anyway. I mean, to be honest, let's just go into cases and let's just try and simplify to a metal case. If we can simplify our production line, then that will go a long way to making this whole process much easier. Or maybe even a simple case. We managed to fit this in a simple case? I think we might. If we're able to fit this in a simple case, then we just might be in luck. He's only gone and done it, folks. He's only gone and flippin' done it. Display fidelity, I don't think that we can increase that further. I mean, an LED array is 3 components. I mean, the market appeal isn't going to be huge, but it doesn't need to be huge. Frankly, it doesn't need to be huge at all. It just needs to be good enough that we can simplify our production line and get a flippin' product out the door and onto the market. Something which will allow us to utilize our assembly table over here, right? I mean, that's what's important, is that we're able to use everything. Right, so, do we currently have basic cases over there? Where we got basic cases? We got basic cases over here. They can be supplied direct, actually. Is there a logistics point within range? I'll have to take a little walk back to see what the situation is, but for the most part, that should be fine. Right, sell those. Calky Boy 3 has got space reserved, so that's fine. Doesn't need 9 spaces, though. Whoops. Yeah, let's keep it chill. Kalki Boy 2. Power Pocket 3000. That absolutely does not need to be reserved. No, that's fine. Okay, so is there a logistics point within range? There is indeed a logistics point within range, so we should see some of these simple cases moved across. And let me tell you, we do indeed have a bunch of simple cases that can now be manufactured. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're absolutely doing it. Now, I just want to check. You take from there. I tell you what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and simplify this process a little bit. Right, sever that metal connection. And that will hopefully just mean that we're able to keep your walking distance to slightly reduced. Either way, we've returned to profitability, and that's the main thing. What I'm trying to do now is mostly just manage my research operation with one person. So the arch enemy of this entire series, Bernardine von Ried, of course, is our chosen researcher. Thankfully, I think the game usually likes to crash after it's auto-saved. However, if this isn't the case, then I will be, of course, incessantly irritated. Of course, the reason that I'm talking about the game crashing is because it just did crash. So there we go. Yeah, good. Okay. Free play. This one? Yeah, this one. Brilliant. Okay, so I don't think we've lost literally any time. If I have a little look at that metal, yeah, you can see that that's the latest metal operation that I've instructed, and that should all work just fine. So, Cleanie Boys, we're selling Cleanie Boys at 100%. Yeah, we are. You're gosh darn right. Cleanie Boys are representing a significant chunk of change at this moment in time. What the heck are you doing? You've got a simple case here. You need to be going over there. Simple cases are being assembled over here for some obscure reason. Can't quite work it out. Whoa, no. Don't fire you. There you go. Just reassign. There we go. Alright, brilliant. Also, you know what I could do, which would make a fairly substantial difference? There we go. Just do that. That'll clear a pathway through here. Move this rack over there. No need to keep it around. This logistics point does have an employee. Does there need to be an employee here? Go work on a better logistics point, and then let's just move this logistics point around a little bit. We'll keep it at the back of the room there, just in case we actually require it for anything, but that's fine. Right, we're actually totally full on simple cases, which is a bit of a problem. Not one that I was actually anticipating. Yeah. So I think the way that we fix this is by getting another desk. Yes, I know that sounds ridiculous, but if we get another desk, hear me out here, folks. If we get another desk, if we get another basic workbench desk to make metal cases, then that just means that we have another output for our simple cases. Right. Tell you what I'm gonna do. You're gonna be converted to a metal desk, and you're gonna do simple cases. Okay. Let's do metal desk first. Okay. Irritatingly, we managed to just get there after time. Fine. Literally right in there. Brilliant. Fantastic. That's exactly what I was after. So now 2 metal cases. Simple cases. Plastic we've got coming in directly. Simple cases go up there. Brilliant. That person that we just assigned to the logistics point, Jody, there you go. Congratulations. You're working in the bit of the factory that you used to be working in. All right. I have to be honest. I'm actually incredibly happy with what's happening right now. You know, I've managed to clear almost all of the backlog of stock. I think we've now simplified our production process to using 2 types of cases. One is, you know, the metal case. The other is the windowed case, which we have to use for the cleaner bot anyway. So that's fine. The only thing that I do want to see if we can perhaps fix is the reserved space for some of these things. So for example, this dude, what are you manufacturing? You're manufacturing those parts, which I don't even know what they're called. Rods, that's right. So if I can increase the amount of space that we have reserved for rods, then that will mean, yep, that you're able to go and plonk down some extra rods and you're not just standing around doing absolutely nothing. So at every opportunity, as you can see, I'm trying to sell all of my excess. I'm trying to convert all of my excess into money. Now, the crazy thing about that, right, the crazy thing about selling all of these extra parts is that they don't actually have a fluctuating market price. The rods will always be worth 4 gold. The mechanical parts will always be worth 8 gold. You know, whereas the power pocket might fluctuate up and down. No such thing will happen for the good old basic parts. Okay, it does seem that we've got a little bit of a supply issue for. It does seem that we've got a little bit of a supply issue for these data banks. Are we making these fast enough? Ah, I see what the problem is. They're being walked across manually. Yeah. Okay. Cut that. They should be walked across by the logistics people. Did I do it to the wrong one? Small data register over to there. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. All right. And so that should mean that we're going to be able to devote so much more of our productive time to working on the component rather than running it around. Because I think, well, this logistics area does have an employee, just a single employee though. Also, we are running low on circuits. That's a bit of a bummer. Running low on circuit boards. I'm going to have to see if we can sort that out. I mean, this chemistry table, is this in use? I think it is. Oh, also, this is what we're using simple cell batteries for. Are we still getting through this backlog of simple cell batteries? Because I don't think we've been manufacturing simple cell batteries for a good long time. Oh no, tell a lie, we are actually still manufacturing simple cell batteries over there. We could move that production into this room, but I guess there's no real rush to do such a thing. Right, we are a little bit bottlenecked because of a low circuit board production. But I'm not going to let that disturb the apple cart too much. Right. Is that what you need? I think you needed some small register banks. I think that is what was required. Yep. So that should speed things up to some degree. Yeah. However, as I've already talked about, a little bit miffed about the whole circuit board thing. Yeah, we kind of need more circuit board production. Yeah, we do. And the question is, really, is that where the heck are we gonna put it? Where the heck are we gonna put it? I mean, this guy is pretty much working flat out. He's working flat out on producing circuit boards. Right. Okay, continue to wave your arms in the wrong direction, but that's totally fine too, I guess. A brand new chemistry table in here. I think that's actually pretty great. I'd love to be able to just copy the orders from like one table to the next. That would be brilliant. We only have one employee over there. Okay. Yep. That works fine. What's the thing that we don't have connected? Metal. We do have metal connected. That's fine. Okay. Hire one more employee, which... Let me just check. We don't have any people that are currently not employed. Good. Did I actually hire somebody, or did I just fail to click the button? I think I failed to click the button. Right. Yeah. I mean, look. I'm glad that I made this hire, as it's pretty apparent. It's pretty apparent that this is not working. Yeah. What's the issue here? That's the issue. All right. Right, there we go. Okay, so circuit board production should have fixed itself, which therefore means that simple circuit board production fixed itself, which therefore means that logic circuits and LED matrices and small registry banks are all now sorted, which is wonderful, and that, I think, is reflected in our financial position, actually. The good thing is that the lead time, between, thinking about making a product or having a problem in the production line and actually fixing a problem in the production line, it can lead to the financial situation changing fairly rapidly, which I think is actually a positive thing. Right, Bernadine, you've done a great job. However, I want you to smash out some more research in the corner over there, spend some more research points, try and progress towards the next milestone. A welding table, and interestingly, conveyor belts, which apparently are just present in absolutely every process management game now. Whether or not there seems to be any justification for such a product, but no matter. What the heck is going on here? You need logic circuits. Yeah, this is the delay that I was talking about, but thankfully, I think Lionel, the Mr. Mover, should be doing this right now, which is grand. There we go. All right, this is looking good. This is looking real good. Nobody is overproducing. I was away to say nobody's overproducing. Anyone that's overproducing should have strict instructions to sell. Apparently, that was not the case. But there we go. Alright, I need to unassign you, because, of course, I either need to unassign and then reassign them to the job, or I need to wait until, one of the materials that they are constructing is used up on the medium shelf, and then it, resets the thing for them, resets the manufacturing process. But I think that should be pretty much fine. I mean, look, as long as this number up in the top right-hand corner is green, then Orbital Potato is a very happy chappy. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. You do not have electronics. How remarkable. I think that is a signal that we need another employee on the logistics point. I'll keep an eye out for somebody who we can reassign. Also, look at that ferocious rate of finance. That is ridiculous. Wowzers, that's good. Okay, I'm going to deconstruct that desk over there. And I'm going to immediately replace it with a basic workbench. There we go. Plonk that down there. Plastic parts. Brilliant. Bish bash bosh. There. And down to there. Fantastic. So that should just mean that we're going to double our rate of plastic part production. It's not going to lead to a huge increase in profit, but, we might as well just move everyone away from a tinker table. The only table that should really be remaining as a tinker table is the one that makes gears. Because, unbelievably, can you believe it? None of these other super advanced things can make gears. As you can see at the very bottom of the list for the tinker table, you can see gears there. A little bit funky. Don't quite understand the logic behind that. I imagine that the next table that we're going to get, the welding table, I imagine that will give us the ability to make gears reasonably quickly. That's just speculation, though. Still these logic circuits. Pretty sure that's because Lionel is chronically overworked, though. He does seem to get a rough old time, our Lionel here. Yeah. Although, in fairness, In fairness to the people that are waiting on Lionel's deliveries, yeah, we need to get another Lionel. I don't care if it bankrupts me. Lionel is the heart and soul of this business, and now he's going to be joined. Now he's going to be joined by Claudine Vorbeck. Right, so Claudine and Lionel together, hopefully, will be able to do what needs to be done. I mean, this logistics point right over here, probably the most busy logistics point in the entire factory, actually. Although in fairness, there's only really 2 that we now operate since we cut back on our logistics points. Do we actually have an employee for this logistics point here? I don't think we do. No, you're right. We absolutely do not, Potato, which is fine because I can move that into the corner. Yeah, this is our pseudo storage area now as well. Look at that. Finances are coming in thick and fast, which is brilliant. Okay. I don't really think that we need to even... I don't even think we really need to have a little look at our export strategy at the moment. I think that we are manufacturing and selling everything in absolutely okay quantities. The only thing that we really need to increase further is logic board production. And I feel like we're already pretty much there in terms of we're doing as much as we can on that front. I don't really think that there's anything more that we could do. Not as far as I can see, anyway. Yeah, I mean, look, this is great. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I feel like we have actually created a good company. I mean, for now, of course, it's gonna go south at some point, right? It's got to. However, the fact that we're consistently getting like 2 or 3 Cleanie Boys, 2 or 3 brand new Power Pockets, we've created, over the course of this episode, we've created 3 brand new products in each and every one of the categories that we've got. Well, I say that. I didn't make the Cleanie Boy in this episode. However, I did like assemble the assembly process, which is quite good. And I tell you what, the Cleanie Boys, look at the money. Look at the money, folks. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Week 83. 16,000 in revenue and 10,000 in expenses. Even the subsequent week, 13,000 in revenue, about 10,000 in expenses. It's really good. It's really good. It's really, really good. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm happy with that. That is ridiculously good. We still require a couple of simple cases. It looks like we've worked through our backlog of simple cases, but that's fine. We got 2 employees over here. Okay, you know what I could do, actually? You know what I could do? Let's move that over there. Right? I'm gonna cut off both of the deliveries for the simple cases. Plastic can be delivered to that thing there. And then plastic can be delivered here. Plastic can be delivered... In fact, cut plastic off, There we go. I want it only to be delivered from that small shelving unit. And then you can deliver it back there. Back there. In fact, no, you can deliver it over there. And you can deliver it... Oh, no, actually, I don't want to do that, because otherwise we're going to have to reinstate another logistics station. Right. That's cool. And then this can be moved over to there, and that will hopefully mean that that the people that are assembling the small cases, theoretically, will need to go a lot less far. I mean, we've got 2 people on this logistics point anyway. I feel like if we can't get our money's worth from people at the logistics point, we just gotta let go of them, right? We just gotta let go of them. So instead, we'll change up our case assembly process a little bit to hopefully involve a little bit less running around the place. You, Chad, you need to do your exports to here too. Windowed cases. I don't know how much windowed cases go for, actually. Let me have a little look, because you've got some. Windowed cases go for 220 on the market. That's right. That's why it's absolutely imperative that you do not waste an opportunity to sell a windowed case. If, of course, there is nowhere else for them to go. All right. But I mean, so far so good. This is looking pretty darn nice. You know what I will do, which might make no difference at all, but might make all the difference in the world. I'm going to actually bring brightness sensor. Brilliant. That's plus 6% market discoverability as well. Little purple bar on the bottom here. I'm going to move this small shelving rack up a little bit. The reason why... in fact, I'm going to bring both of them up, is that if Lionel needs to move around slightly less, then maybe that'll help him out just a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate, you know, it means that some people are going to have to walk a little bit more, but to be honest, who really needs to walk around this corner anyway? Nobody really, right? So Lionel now needs to walk forward 2 spaces less. Oh, and also Claudine as well. Claudine Vorbeck, who we picked up as well over the course of this episode. That's cool too. Oh yeah, you need to do some more analysis. There we go. Go pick up something that I don't actually need. Hold on, unequip that. What do I have here that I don't actually need? Nothing. Simple circuits. Ah, this can be sold. LED matrices. Yeah. Right, do LED matrices, eh? That would be brilliant. And supply them from here. Cool. Fantastic. There you go. That'll keep you occupied for a little while, and I'm sure you'll get fed up of researching LED matrices or you'll run out in just a second. However, I shan't be deterred, and we shall push forward. Claudine's coming in with the logic circuits. The only thing really that is holding back an explosion in production right now. However, it's not held back an explosion in cash. An explosion in the bank balance, I should say. I mean, things are looking up. Holy heck, they're looking up. They are looking so darned nice. Yeah, I mean, if I could have one more thing, it would be another logic. It would be another logic bench. I think that's maybe what we're going to have to do. Yeah, maybe. Again, the only question is where the heck would we put it? I think maybe now is the right time to contemplate purchasing a brand new area. It's going to cost us 35 grand. It's going to cost us 35 grand. However, I feel like we got to do it at some point, right? We got to do it at some point, and I feel like the production process is working like a well-oiled machine right now. The research process definitely needs a little bit of work. Maybe we'd be able to survive, you know, getting one singular extra logic bench. In fact, you know, let me see if I can squeeze in an extra logic bench. We'll pick up one new employee as well, because I don't really think that we've got any spare at this moment in time. That's just about the limit of... Is that gonna disrupt anyone's routes? Is that gonna mean that nobody's gonna be able to get access to the zones? I think that might mean... Oh no, people are still able to access the incoming zone over here. Okay, that's totally cool. Let me head over here and get... It's the wrong type of bench. You dingus potato. I wanted a electronics workbench. Yep. Right. Get a brand new employee for said bench. Wonderful. Get to work. Logic circuit. Really, really simple. Everything is going to be stored on this medium shelf. This is the way to do it, right? This is absolutely the way to do it, folks. This is absolutely 100% the way to do it. You just have everything in one singular shelf. Maybe there's like, I don't know, like a loading/unloading time penalty. The more people you have using a shelf, the less likely, or the less quick it goes. If that's the case, that's lame. That's lame as all heck. So I hope it's not. But even if it is, I still think the vast simplicity that you get from just having like a central shelf setup where you have all of the conceivable products that you could possibly need. So you can just drag. Super easy. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at this. Look at this. Sure, our expenses increasing a little bit, but, you know, correspondingly, so is our revenue. I mean, it's really great. I mean, I'm over the moon that we don't actually have to pay tax on any of this stuff. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Look at this. My net worth skyrocketed between day 595 and 596. I don't know why. Is that when I redid a bunch of the products? I feel like when I simplified the case production, that made all the difference. Ah, here we go. Here we have an average Joe who hasn't been told, in the event of excess, sell. So there we go. Both of these two metal case manufacturers should now sell. If indeed they've got some stuff spare. For now, they're going to stick it down on the bench, but that's totally fine. Also, I spy some old model power pockets over there. That's cool. I can get these sold. Stick them over there, sure. How much are these going to sell for on the market? I don't actually know. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a little look. Okay, so the OG model. I'm going to put the price way up because the weekly demand in the market is quite substantial. Yeah, cool. All right, so, you know, a little bit of extra cash going into the coffers this week because we found some surplus to requirement product. What's going on here? Somebody's not producing, and I didn't see who it was. It's you? Did I not tell you? I told you. It's you. It was you all along. I thought I told you already. Oh, maybe you were the plastic parts as well. Okay. Well, that's cool. Whatever the case. Look at that! 9 grand! 9 grand! And that's because, of course, we had the classic models of calculator in there, power pocket, or whatever the heck it was. But, I mean, that is brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. Man, oh man, oh man, that's great. That is brilliant. I mean, I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. The only thing that I'm not happy with is the priority with which everything is assigned. So I should decrease the priority for all of the transactions going into... There we go. Yeah, increase the priority for all transactions that are going into the shelving units and decrease all of the ones that are not going into the shelving unit, i.e. into the sale pile. And I'm pretty sure that for the most part it won't actually matter. But, you know, just to be on the safe side, that's what I'll do. It's pretty much only here that's a problem, really. So I'm only going to bother over here. Yeah. Although, in a truly efficient process, in a truly efficient setup, we might get it set up otherwise. But this should basically mean that the shelves will be fully stocked at all times, and then any extra capacity will be shifted to the outgoing zone, and bada bim, bada boom, it's going to continue to fuel my incredibly large ego, which is entirely derived from the fact that I have got a substantial amount of money in the bank account. And you know what? It's hard-earned cash. It's hard-earned cash, and we've earned it over the course of this episode. Ah, DC Motors, you see this? You see this? This is good. Set this up. And we set that as a low priority connection. We set that as a high priority connection. I don't know why we'd need more than like low and high. We don't need to set up to multiple shelving units at the moment, but there we go. You're gonna do that walk, and then you're gonna walk back, and you are now hopefully gonna start selling. How much do we sell DC thingies for? 130 bucks? That's a little bit disappointing, to be honest. The parts do go for absolutely nothing. But I guess that kind of makes sense, right? I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, market discoverability wise, we're a little bit off our next product. I really do think that the next thing that we probably need to consider... Man, oh man, we are doing so well financially. The next thing that we need to consider is probably a brand new building, I would suggest. Yeah, what are you doing? Why is the plastic dude not managing to assemble enough plastic for everyone? I did set it up accordingly. Yeah, I set it up correctly. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, maybe it just takes a little while to filter through. I'll tell you what I should check out. No, actually, this is totally fine. This is totally fine. I bet you, whenever he goes to drop off products over here, he takes such a long time to walk over that by the time he's walked back over to his bench with a bunch of brand new plastic to turn into plastic parts, he's got 100 people calling out that he needs to get the plastic parts on the shelf pronto. You can never win. You can never win, can you, Doug? Doug Gajoji? Gajoni? Gajoji. Alright, man, this is great. This is brilliant. I mean, look, this is brilliant. I think we gotta go out of this episode on a high, for sure. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you oh so much for watching this here episode of Good Company. As you can see, we have greatly improved our cash flow, our logistics process, our product lineup. Everything is better. I'm super happy with where we are right now. So hopefully, you'll join me in the next episode for some more shenanigans. Ladies and gents, it's been an absolute pleasure. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping out make videos like this possible. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.